So you want to learn some effective skill moves, but you only have this much equipment and this much space. Let me help you out. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Coach Jose, along with Coach Danny and Coach Darian. We are Labanino Private Training. We offer private soccer training for players in Las Vegas and the Treasure Valley of Idaho. We're just three dudes super passionate about the game that we love, want to share that passion and knowledge with the next generation. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 3 effective skill moves you guys can practice from home with just a cone, a ball, and not much space at all. We are all about effectiveness in our training. So teaching our players skills and movements that they'll be able to apply in their next game and just throw the opposition in a spin cycle. With that being said, here's move number 1, and it's the single leg V-drag. Unlike most soccer-related YouTube pages, we will actually break this skill down and teach you guys why it's such an effective move to use in a game. I'm sure a lot of you have done this move before, or some variation of it, but it's pretty simple, right? You use the bottom of the foot, inside the foot, bottom of the foot, inside the foot, right, left, left. But we want to teach you guys why it's such an effective move and how you can actually use it in a game, because in a game you're not going to be doing it like this. The single leg V-drag is a great move you can use if you find yourself in a really tight space during a game. The reason why is because your hips are going to be facing this way. So think about it. If your hips are facing this way, that defender that's closing you down might not be closing you down this way. Because I'm going across my body with my right foot to my left side, hips are facing this way. It makes it seem like I'm going to play that way, especially if I do a good job of selling a pass. That defender's not going to close me down like this. He's going to start cheating and going this way. What happens? Space is being created over here. Fake out, and then I just attack the space that I created for myself. Here's some tips on how to execute the V-drag a little bit more effectively. Number 1 is to move the hips quickly. So if you want to do a really effective V-drag, you got to get your hips from here to get that guy to jump to there, so you can actually attack the space. So don't spend too much time on the ball, because if I drag the ball all the way back and then try to open up my hips, it's going to be way too slow. So I would suggest just barely tap the ball to bring it back and flip the hips open. Tip number 2, and this is one that a lot of players forget about. And it's that the V-drag is a feint. It's made to fake a pass, fake a shot, so that space can be created somewhere else, right? So what do I mean by that? Get the ball on the left side of your body. Get your hips facing that way. Maybe you can even sell it with your eyes by looking in that direction, make it seem like you're about to pass it, and then V-drag out. Trust me, the more you sell it, the more you make it seem like you're about to shoot or you're about to pass it or dribble in that direction, the more the space is going to open up this way. So don't forget, the V-drag is a feint. How do you practice and progress the V-drag so you can actually do it in a game and it just lights out? Obviously, first, just start off with the basics. Go here, right, left, left. Really focus on making that V shape. Obviously, once you start getting that down, once you feel pretty comfortable with that, understand this is not how you're going to do the move in a game, right? You're not just going to go here, here, and then just hang out. Okay? So this leads me to tip number 3. And that is, once you get the V-drag down in a really tight space, consider adding a little bit of an explosive element to the move. So if you have the space available to you, practice doing the V-drag, but then exploding out maybe 2-3 yards, or more if you have the space. So it's going to look like this.
Let's break down the V-drag in slow motion. So here Busquets receives the ball on the left side of his body, which changes the defender's closeout angle, creating space for him on the right side. He V-drags into it, and what I love about this clip is how he attacks the space as soon as he makes that V-drag.
So drill number 2 is going to look a little something like this. And that is a Cruyff. It's one that I love to teach all the players in the program because it's such an effective move. Soon I'll be posting a video tutorial on how to do the Cruyff step by step, but here's a couple of tips. Tip number 1, remember, the Cruyff is a feint. It's made to create space for yourself by faking one way and then going the exact opposite. So one tip that I like to give my players is to almost convince yourself like you're about to actually pass it or shoot it in that direction. That way you'll go into that movement just like you would for a shot, and you actually convince that defender. He bites, space is created, voila. Tip number 2 is to actually explode into the space that you've created for yourself. So a common mistake that I see is a lot of players, they do a good job of selling the Croy, but then they kind of just lollygag it into that space. Remember, if you do a good job of selling it, the guy's gonna jump this way, but then if you just jog into that space, he's gonna be able to catch up to you. So my tip is to obviously sell the Croy, but then explode into the space. Drill number 3 is the U drag. So pretty similar to the V, just a little subtle difference, so check it out. Reason why I like this move is because it teaches players to use 3 different surfaces of the foot. So the bottom, outside, inside, bottom, outside, inside. I'm going left, right, 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 left, left, back and forth. Just like the V drag, the U is perfect if you find yourself in a really tight space during a game. So again, with the V drag, we're going across our body. So if it's on my left side, I'm going with my right foot. With the U drag, the difference is that if it's on my left side, I use my left foot. Just depending on the situation in the game, you might not have the time to actually reach across your body and V drag out. So for that reason, if the ball's on your left side, your left foot's a whole lot closer, and it can reach that ball a whole lot quicker. So it just depends on the situation in the game, but U drag, V drag, both great moves to have under your tool belt. Because you're taking 3 quick touches, all with different surfaces of the foot, I would suggest to chop the feet and to quickly move the hips, especially on this second transition from here to here. So when I go from the outside of my foot to the inside of my foot. So make sure your feet are chopped, and that way you can take those 3 quick touches, pam, 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 and you can get out of that tricky situation. If you haven't already, check out our last video for a killer bodyweight leg workout designed for athletes with no equipment or much space. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked it, show some love with a thumbs up. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next one. Doses.